Hey everyone, this is Hannah with the Rocket Miner with news update for today. Today, Governor Mark Gordon announced that public health orders for Wyoming will be continuing to ease, reflecting the improvement in Wyoming's COVID-19 situation since the beginning of December. The latest change to the health orders that he announced today is to increase attendance limits for indoor and outdoor gatherings. These health orders have been in place for obviously a long time, and there have been adjustments to them depending on what's going on. With things in Wyoming with COVID-19 getting so bad in November and December, there were stricter health orders in place, especially on things like the gatherings, limits on sizes of groups you could have. So that's the one that today he announced is going to be changing and easing and opening up just a little more. So beginning on January 26th, indoor gatherings that incorporate social distancing and face coverings are permitted for up to 25% of a venue's capacity or 250 persons. And outdoor gatherings are permitted up to 500 persons. So those are obviously a change, allowing for some bigger groups than what we've seen so far. But as it said, the indoor gatherings are still expected to use social distancing and face coverings as well. The governor noted that individual counties in Wyoming are still able to opt out of requirements if local conditions move to safer levels in accordance with White House metrics. So individual counties can still seek exceptions. Health officials will continue to consider the exemption requests for specific events as well on a case-by-case basis. So counties can have variances and individual events can get exemptions from the health orders, and those are just considered. The update on the health orders did note the ways that Wyoming has been improving as far as COVID-19. It was noted that today Wyoming hospitals are reporting 81 hospitalized COVID-19 patients, and that is down significantly from the peak of 247 hospitalized patients, which was on November 30th. Health officials are still concerned about the new and more transmissible UK variant of COVID-19 that has been identified in Teton County, but they're keeping an eye on that. And they said that currently authorized COVID-19 vaccines are believed to be effective against the UK variant strain, which helps in dealing with that since vaccinations are going out throughout the state and should cover that more transmissible strain as well. For the numbers of where we're at in Wyoming with COVID-19, yesterday Wyoming did pass 50,000 total COVID-19 infections. Active cases have continued to go up and down a lot. They've been rising some the last couple days, but thankfully not by too much. Today we are at 1,910 active cases for the state, and Sweetwater County currently has 110 active cases. So that's where we're at with COVID. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about January being Human Trafficking Awareness and Prevention Month. This is recognized on a lot of levels, but was specifically recognized for Rock Springs at this week's Rock Springs City Council meeting. The city issued a proclamation recognizing the month, and the proclamation said, "Human trafficking is a nationwide public health and civil rights crisis that includes both labor and sex trafficking. Its victims and survivors are everywhere, with Wyoming being no exception." The proclamation also noted that if you see something that doesn't look right, that seems suspicious, and you think it may be connected to trafficking, you should always take action, and you can call the National Human Trafficking Hotline. That number is 888-373-7888. So you can call that hotline if you see something that doesn't seem normal and that you're concerned could be connected to trafficking. During the meeting, Christal Martin with Sweetwater Against Trafficking spoke and gave some more information about raising awareness and prevention and about the work that their nonprofit does. She said that this year their group will be focused on the hospitality industry, as its workers are often in a position to recognize and help people who are in bondage. We will be sharing more information from Christal about Sweetwater Against Trafficking and the work that they're doing this month to raise awareness and throughout the year. So keep an eye out for more resources coming from us about that. But also something to keep in mind for this weekend is that Sweetwater Against Trafficking is hosting a family bowling night to strike out human trafficking, is the way that they're presenting it. That will be from 6 to 9 p.m. on Saturday at Playmore Lanes here in Rock Springs. So you can go to that as a way to help support this nonprofit and the work that they're doing to raise awareness and prevention of human trafficking. One last thing I wanted to note for today is just the weather. Obviously, we've had a much warmer and drier winter than we're used to, and I'm sure there's a variety of feelings and opinions about that. But we might see some snow this weekend. Tonight it was getting pretty cloudy and I saw a couple snowflakes in the air. That's leading into the next 2 days where we're expected to see at least some snow, especially tomorrow and Saturday. And that will go into having lower temperatures again next week. So the chance of snow over the next 2 days is ranging from about 20% to about 60% chance of precipitation. Right now the forecast isn't expecting very much accumulation of snow, but we could still see some. So be ready for that. Might get some snow and some colder temperatures than we've been seeing over this weekend. So those are the updates that I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much for listening, and keep checking back with us for more news, and I hope everyone has a good night.